Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's just make sure that everything looks good. And things look good. Things absolutely look good. Okay, without further ado, hello. EliteLenny here. I'm sorry if it has been a while, but I gotta be real with you. We have got to be real with you. I am tired of the fact that we keep tolerating those think who think they cannot be prosecuted at all just because they were not directly involved with the crime. But here's the thing, here's the problem with that. We are making sure to remind everyone that once you are linked to one, all considering, especially recent, if you are linked to a crime, you will eventually be sought out. But in order to avoid making it worse for yourself, you have got to surrender. Make sure to answer questions directly, concisely, as much as possible. And if you are caught lying, you are going to be worse off. If you are resisting, and if you absolutely ignore calls by any body of authority, you will be absolutely much worse off. And that is definitely something I will be saying to you, Sly Kane. I don't know who the hell you are. Ah, okay. This account is private. Of course his account is private. He's hiding shit. I'm going to just make sure that this shit is out there, okay? I'm just going to make sure that this shit is out there so that you guys can see it. Basically, this is Sly Kane's Instagram that you're seeing here right now, and it's private. Basically, his 7,000 followers are the only ones who know what he's actually doing in this shit, honestly, and I don't fucking care at the least. Okay, I do not give a damn about what he does because first off, he has been involved with a crime, and the crime is okay. First off, Vitaly charges unjust vexation, theft, publicly harassing people. Basically, those are the charges, and he was charged by the Bureau of Immigration themselves. It was them who made sure that his ass goes to jail. Okay, you know why his ass was gonna go to jail, all considering? Because first off, his entire personality already is known for the fact that it doesn't matter what type of content he makes. He makes it, he is known, and it doesn't matter what the consequences are against him. Because he does understand that he is a villain at the case in point villain, because apparently it's a part of his intro on the very day that it actually happened. Why do you show the worst part of yourself if you want to be considered clean? And because you've actually carelessly put that in on the intro, you are absolutely, you are not doing yourself any favors here. You're not helping yourself with the locals here in the Philippines. You did not help yourself when you were arrested by the cops in Florida. So, where exactly is the humility? You don't have it. You absolutely do not have it. So, I wouldn't exactly be surprised if what happened to you, it is because of karma. Fucking karma. Damn. That's all that's needed. Karma, for Pete's sake. Oh my god. I really hate it that you really have to come into this type of behavior just for you to get noticed. But anyway, that's not what I'm ranting over here. Is not the thing that I'm going to do. Okay, ranting here is not the thing that I'm not going to do right now. Right? Because what we're going to do right now is watch a few things. There is one in which we will be watching the actual stream, and the other will absolutely be about his stream disturbing the peace. We are going to look at we're going to look at some of the things that are considered to be offensive. And let me just tell you, the controversy that he has built before he took a break because of his bullshit, He really did that to make sure that he actually reevaluates himself. But here's the problem. The reevaluation is definitely lacking, because the things that were unacceptable to Filipinos, the things that he has done that was a main influenceable thing from him back in his old days, he actually did it live on stream. He had to harass people just because for the sake of publicity, and he thinks that he can still get away with it. We're going to watch highlights of Disturbing the Peace, the title of the actual stream. And then we will first look at the intro. The fucking intro. Why do you out yourself as a villain if you want to be considered something rich, something less than evil? Basically, you have nothing to hide, sure, but you're doing shit for the wrong reasons, bro. You're absolutely doing shit for the wrong reasons. And thank God CIDG booked you and the Bureau of Immigration is holding you until your trial. Thank God it's come to that point. Thank God. So right after this video, which is coming out on premiere on YouTube, the actual first time of me playing Genshin Impact will also go live after the premiere of this video in particular. So basically, the Genshin Impact thing comes probably 10 minutes after. So you guys will have some breathing room before seeing my gameplays. So first we're going to check Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines, which is 720 pixels, actually taken from the Kick stream, because it's actually good there. It's actually good how they structure downloading. It's actually, you are able to look into the clips yourself. So and in this case, the intro is already questionable. So yeah, let's see.
The fine line between a superhero and a supervillain. It starts when we're young. Everyone's a good person at first, right? We start as blank slates, good people who just want to feel the love the world has to offer.
Charlie.
Of course.
But then, fucked up shit happens.
Come on, I'm right here.
We see things. We hear things. We develop memories and thoughts about the world around us from our childhood experiences. And for some, these experiences sting. They hurt.
I broke my jaw in 2 places.
They're mental scars that can't be repaired. And they change a person forever. For superheroes, they use this trauma for good. But supervillains channel the trauma into something bigger. Something that becomes an unstoppable force, propelling them.
Whoa, hold on. Is this a real thing? Hold on.
This trauma for good. But supervillains channel the trauma into something bigger.
Is that a prank? Yeah. They're fucking. He's a fucking prankster. He just. Oh my God. What the hell? Why did you involve a crew to actually prank? Oh my God. Wow. Wow, this is so stupid. Wow, this is absolutely so fucking stupid. What? This is cringe as fuck. This is absolutely cringe as fuck. What is this? Oh my God, what is going on?
Something that becomes an unstoppable force, propelling them through life, disregarding anything or anyone that comes in their way.
Well, you summarized yourself pretty well. If you've known this, why didn't you change once to avoid getting prosecuted by the law and avoid doing jail time? Why? Your entitlement, basically. It is your entitlement. That's the reason why you're not even stopping. Because you think jail time is nothing bad. Considering how light people treated are when it comes to jail time if there is good behavior involved. But the problem is outside, when you abuse your freedoms to make sure, give the world a beating just because you suffered, karma will be what hits you back. And of course, these things happen to you. These things actually happen to you because you let it happen. You make choices to let it happen. It's just, Vitaly, whether you hear this or not, let me just tell you, you are scum. Absolute scum. Would likely always want to have you in their backyard because you are the inspiration they have. You are the definition of nuisance. You never got right in the head. And how could you get right in the head? You refused to get right in the head.
Come here. You didn't lose everything. Here, let me see. Put your hands here. Check it out, see? I'm gonna put them in the front.
Do you know me?
Do I know you? No.
Maybe the most fascinating part about supervillains is their obsession with notoriety. They are obsessed with being the bad guy. They'll do anything for attention, even if it creates absolute havoc.
You are doing this repeatedly for the attention. Nuisance. By definition, this is a nuisance.
Leaving those around them to clean up the mess.
Yeah, I'm here to pick up
Vitaly?
They love seeing the world burn, and we can't take our eyes off of them igniting the fire.
No, we can't take our eyes off them igniting the fire because we want them to rot if the fire doesn't kill them. That's the phrase that should be used here. But no, there are those who wrote his intro to make him look like the fucking hero. They should be jailed just as equally as he is right now. Not healthy for the mentality of anyone who's actually coming across this guy.
Every supervillain has a moment of reflection, a point where life fucks them up so badly that they're faced with a decision, a chance to walk away from it all. But they never go that route. Their ego simply won't let them. When supervillains hit rock bottom, they rebuild themselves to be even bigger than before. Supervillains are a reflection of the society that creates them.
Supervillains, okay.
Through their miraculous rise and tragic fall, we are actually able to learn about who we are becoming as a culture. At the end of the day, we all have a fascination with the controversial, all of the nightly news and cringeworthy clickbait. Oh, shit. And every true cultural supervillain knows how to exploit these dark fascinations.
I don't give a shit.
Who are you to even make it a problem for everyone else to even tolerate you? Who are you to actually test the limits of people of their tolerations of you? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Villain lifestyle.
Every supervillain has their go-to weapon, the thing that enables them to carry out their agenda. Darth Vader had the lightsaber, and the Joker, the crowbar, the old-school pistol, the mystery card, all of which had their own purpose. Some to straight up kill, and others to intimidate.
Here's my card.
But when it comes to our supervillain, his weapon of choice is perhaps the most dangerous and effective of them all. The cell phone. Seems harmless, right?
Yes, it is something of a device to always hold, but at the same time, it's always our responsibility to actually leave the best things that actually reflect what we are as a species. The reason why I don't go through all these bullshits that he's doing right now is to make sure that I'm always on the straight and narrow, because you are most guaranteed to not be having a problem with everyone if you're actually on the straight and narrow. You take the wrong path. You take a shortcut to fame. You get something materialistic. You get something monetary related, right? But you do something that shoots you straight at the top. What do you get in exchange of in exchange of the goodwill and faith of the people around you? Nothing but stacks of cash and a proliferation of your own ego, as you are an inspiration to a category of nuisance streamers that we need to get ourselves rid of. We need them gone. We need them uprooted. And you are just one of the causes as to why nuisance streamers are even around. Why do you even try to make it harder on yourself? Because it gets really easy for everyone else. It gets easy for everyone else to see what you are. It just becomes so easier to have them see what you are. Because I thought you've changed from what you were back then. You have never changed, and you're now a problem. Karma hits you where it hurts the most.
Someone who understood the digital age and how to use these little devices to move their agenda forward every single.
Let's fucking go with him. Let's go up house over.
I'm sorry, King Vitaly.
Everyone put a W in the chat for Vitaly, right?
I'm sorry, King Vitaly.
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry, sir.
Thank you.
I regret saying all the shit to Vitaly.
Vitaly is a literal legend. Without Vitaly, a lot of these motherfuckers will not be this bad.
But you will never fucking do this again.
Fucking ego on this guy. The fucking ego. I like the ego. I hate the result of what comes out from the ego.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Kane, what are we doing, Kane? What are we doing, Kane?
Here, man. I can't believe he's in my crib, man.
I'm in the hood.
You're in the hood,
Chat,
baby.
we're gonna cause another fucking. What did you say about?
They said hello. They said hello. Hello, he said.
I tell you hello. I'm gonna show you what I do with my haters. Excuse me, boss.
He said hello.
Excuse me, move. This is you, haters. Fucking. Did I really?
Hater, yeah.
Bitch, you're going straight in the fucking dumpster.
Well, thanks at least for helping the garbage with the garbage. Because at the moment that's not what you are, but apparently that's what you become when CIDG books your ass later on.
Motherfucker. Guys, let's have a positive vibes. Good day.
Positive vibes, my ass. You will always have haters, no matter the kind of positive vibes you actually portray. Fuck you.
We are going to visit Kane.
In my spot, baby.
The spot. W Kane, WN. What did you swallow? Dog, what's up, dog? What's up? Never mind. Alright, chat. I'm gonna wash my hands. We're gonna check out your spot.
We're here.
My mom is
Right
in
here.
the bus chilling.
Right here. Right
Hi,
here.
Mom. How are you?
Hey, Mom. Hey.
Alright, we can go inside now. Let's go.
This is the
Let's go
spot,
check
man.
out. Hi, Mary. I know. It's hi to the chat.
Yes, yes, yes.
Morning.
And there's the kick van.
Tell them about the kick van.
This
What's
is the
going
kick
on?
van, the legendary CX kick van that Ice Poseidon and the CX crew drove all over the Philippines with.
EX. Oh shit. No wonder these guys are not falling far from the tree. First off, let me just say it again, Ice Poseidon. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Ice Poseidon.
They bought it for you?
They 2
And they
weeks,
broke it?
and they said that if it comes back in one piece in the Philippines, in my house, they give it to me, and it came back in one piece.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this. I had to change the tires. These are all new tires and shit, but
Oh, yeah. Guys,
And then they signed it. Sam, Ice, all of them.
can
there.
I sign or I'm not too cool?
Of course.
Well, okay.
The definition of nuisances, well, they're the mild type, but Ice Poseidon is still a douchebag. Paul Danino is still a douchebag. That, by the way, Paul Danino is the real name of Ice Poseidon. Let's not be. I should not even be making a mistake anymore of calling streamers by their streamer name. No, they should not be called by their streamer name. They should be called by their real names, because if they do get called out by their real names, they're gonna bitch around like pussies.
Oh,
No.
Too small.
So small.
I'm gonna have a nice fucking Sharpie so my signature stands out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
He's got a-
I don't half-ass shit. We already know we're perfectionists. So this is where you live, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, this is
How
where I'm
much
staying.
do you rent or own?
No, like they might kick us out here anyway soon.
Wait, for
so
what, really?
No, because this is a
Do I
relative
need to buy
house.
me a new house?
What the fuck? No.
No, I think I'm... Do you have any... So this is how you live.
There's my dog.
Will you buy me?
No, I only got one dog, but he
Yeah,
might.
I'm
So
good. I'm good.
No wonder Sly Kane is going. No wonder Sly Kane is a bit of a bitch right now. He's gonna be moving out anyway, and so he did. He was on vacation. He's going around. The cops can't find him because he keeps paying the people around his old residence to shut the fuck up. He keeps paying people to shut the fuck up so that he won't be found. Here's the thing: his last stream, in which it ended at the Caltech station, the Caltech station right next to the Nike factory store at North Luzon Expressway, somewhere in the vicinity of San Jose, San Fernando, Pampanga. Basically, that's the last place he was on. Basically fresh.
okay.
Hi guys, welcome to MTV Cribs.
Basically, what he does here, what Vitaly does here. Okay, hold on. It's just his house, okay? That part of the stream is not exactly the highlight of it. So basically, they just made sure to just stroll around the actual crib. He only strolled around the actual crib when he actually checked out the video themselves. Right now, this is the part in which they are actually going to modify the global city.
Oh my god, chat is dying right now.
Yeah, they're all fucking laughing crazy.
You guys know this is gonna be a good energy. All right, so chat, let me update you on some stuff. Let me download this reel that my team sent me. Boyfriend.
He keeps showing his ego. He keeps showing the atmosphere that people should know him by, and that does not. That doesn't make him labeled as a changed man. He's not a changed man, and he understands that very well.
Cock block. Chris, somebody says he's gonna get a lot of pussy with that boy. Bone Talks vibes and shit. Yeah. Manager,
Basically, they're chilling in the car. Basically, they're just doing vibing shit. Okay. Basically, not that much, and not that much to actually see around from this.
You actually guys fuck with this. Seriously. You hear this on the radio, Chain Smokers vibes, main stage ultra. What is the chat saying? Tell me what the chat's saying. One more. I just realized we can conquer it all in this life. I don't know what the hell all in Miami, but that first song, Party Like a Rockstar, if I release it, I can be playing it at the biggest nightclubs around the world.
Basically, they're just doing some usual shit around. I'm just gonna keep it playing, but I'm just gonna be muting it. It's not exactly important to me as to nothing. No laws are being broken here on this part of the stream. Okay, they're just chilling around and shit. So basically, we're just gonna be fast forwarding slowly, just to make sure that there is something that we could catch up on, because conversation by itself is not a problem. Okay, conversation itself is not a problem, except if it turns toxic or turns physical. Bonifascia Global City, right here. Here it is.
50 this bullshit.
What a vibe.
Thank you. We're gonna. Where's the mic? Give Sky the mic so Sky can entertain the chat. I need to get.
Lie. Give Sky the mic.
Yo, excuse me. No.
You can't even pronounce Sly Kane's streamer name right.
We in BGC right now with the whole family. Lovely mama. I'm happy mama's here. Lovely mama.
Does anybody want a banana? Banana?
Wants a banana? No? We good.
Mama.
Oh, you are kicked.
Oh, this is it. This is it. You guys gotta see this.
Here we go, chat.
Now he's free. Cringe-worthy at best. That part. This is where he gets borderline problematic. This is the part, the motorcycle. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have a very important question for you. No, this is for documentation team about Philippines. I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Can I put this in your butt?
Oh my god.
Called the new video game, Mario Kart Infinity 360. Is that okay or no?
Fucking cringe, bro. What is this? He can't go. Oh my god. Dude. The cringe on this guy. Basically he tests people's limits. And we are a type that even if we are tested, we actually try to see common sense as to why our limits are being tested. And if we see that it's all about clout, and he always doesn't hide that it has always been about clout, this is why he's behind bars. That's why he's detained until his next trial. South Korea should actually do the same thing, you know. South Korea should actually follow from the example of the Bureau of Immigrations, really.
That's right.
They're like, fuck this guy.
Who, me?
No, that dude.
Yeah, fuck this guy, bro. I was just having fun, bro.
You're just having fun. No. That was a guard. That was a public servant. That was a public servant's vehicle. Be in your place, dude. Just be in your fucking place, dude.
Dude had a walkie-talkie.
More cringe. Fucking hell. Look at this bitch. Oh my god. Are you shitting me, dude?
15 shots of fucking espresso.
You tell your audience that you're back and that you do this. It's a good thing. I never followed him because my values do not abso-fucking-lutely match his. Why the fuck should I care? Well, I only do this because we're going to see how degenerate he is and why this is a problem for us to deal with.
Just tell your dog to try.
Where did the ladies go, Mary?
Bathroom. Sila.
He tries.
B-boy move. You're a 3.
Huh? I just broke my back. Fish, I just...
Skateboard. Probably.
Wait.
This is the problem. Okay, and I think I know why this is becoming a problem. This is becoming a problem for news and streamer though. Okay, let me just break it down here. You go to another country that you think that they would actually tolerate you. They don't have the same values as you, and they are more lighthearted, and they are actually more respective of you because you know that you are supposed to be a model for everyone else, right? But of course, nuisance streamers don't think of themselves as models. They think of themselves as absolutely superior. That's what RKI thought. That's what Paul Daniel thought. And that's why this piece of shit thought as well. Okay? That's what he thought as well. So I'm not surprised that what happens to him, karma, becomes a problem for him because it comes back to bite his ass. Good. Because he and other nuisance streamers need that wake-up call. Absolutely.
Bad idea, but no, that's on you.
Oh.
Arrested or no?
Maybe.
Excuse me, sir. Security, come here. I have a question for you. Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you.
Of course, that's where he steals the hat. That's where he steals the hat. That's where he steals the hat. And the guard is gonna come looking for it and shit. And then yeah. Oh my god. Of course, that's when the guards get suspicious of him because he's acting erratically. His behavior is unjust. It's not good, basically.
I want to scare somebody, but
Sira Ulo, as labeled by Ferdinand Marcos Jr. himself, is a translation of not head. Sira means broken. Ulo means head. So he's a nut job. He's a nut head. Well, basically, that's just some slang, but that's not what it means. Okay, hold on. In English, yeah, crazy. It's already one word. You got a broken ass head. You're already called crazy. Yeah, that's appropriate. That's absolutely appropriate.
hello.
Oh.
You have a problem?
Oh.
You have a problem? You have a problem?
Bro. Cringe, bro.
Yes. No. What are you gonna do? Hello. Hello.
Are not going to tolerate this, which is why guards themselves, who are already thinking of this as annoying, they should not be messed with, but Vitaly's testing their limits.
Hello. Paparazzi. Hello. Papa.
This is where Sly Kane. This is where Sly Kane is really making it a problem for us too, because he's allowing this.
You are best.
Because he keeps pointing the camera towards the guard to make the guard fucking insecure. This is why public harassment has been put on Vitaly and it hasn't been put on Sly Kane yet, because Sly Kane isn't doing anything illegal, but it is not good for anyone to point the camera at someone else because this is not a movie set. This is public space. Public and private spaces for different people, not a set. It's always been that way. It's always been humbling for us to actually have our own privacies. So even Sly Kane himself is just following on what Vitaly is doing, and that is what's disgusting of Sly Kane. This is why his behavior is absolutely not tolerated in Metro Manila. That's why he's not even in Metro Manila at all. He's in Pampanga right now. Well, from the last stream.
Paparazzi. 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 You are my queen. Paparazzi. Paparazzi.
The most cringeworthy. See, this is the most fucking cringeworthy.
It's this way. That way. Shangri, that way.
Oh, they're following us. Oh yeah, they are observing you, all right.
Ready? You ready to run? Ready to run. Ready to run.
And then they just, yeah, they tolerate him as long as he does nothing wrong on the next area. But of course, they're keeping an eye on him. That's how guards operate. They're always informing of each other, of people who are notable and at the same time a problem. At least at the moment, they're not being chased, but they're being watched. This is something he should not have done. Theft of another. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the. Oh my god. This is why he is a problem guy. See, even the shopkeepers can't
They're gonna call more security with that one.
Of course they're gonna call more security. You're stealing it away from a place of business. What the fuck do you expect, bro? You're expecting that. Of course you are expecting it. You think they're good? If you think you're gonna build a fucking fan base in the Philippines, fuck you. And this is why Sly Kane himself. This is why Sly Kane himself does not deserve to even be partner on Kick. Because of this. Because he gets involved with this because Vitaly is a bad fucking influence.
I look like a different person.
Got that.
Give it to them. Give me the mic. Give me the favor. Give me the back. Yo. Give me the bag. Yo, get on the shoulders. I'll text you. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
But I'll follow you.
Too much fun. Hey, you wanna fuck? Paparazzi, you are my queen. Hey, beautiful lady. I just want to tell you one thing. Look at me. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Are they still following us or no? They're just with that guy.
Yeah, that was simple enough.
I'll just more security.
More security.
Oh, they can't do shit.
And cops.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are they following you?
They're starting to inform the cops too.
No more.
No,
No more. They're here.
Cool.
Like Marie and them.
Yeah, let's go.
Anne Marie.
Paparazzi, you my beautiful. That cop clip is fucking hysterical, bro. Him covering with a hat. Chad, am I an asshole? Or am I like a lovable asshole?
I'm sure people are calling you an asshole, Vitaly. I'm absolutely sure.
You're at 4-6. Whoa. What the hell,
Oh
bro?
boy, yeah.
Still, cringe, bro. You don't even make a single fucking 180. You don't even. Oh my god.
Make sure you follow my guys. Sign up on the referral code 4.0.
By the way, in reflection to how Kick actually tolerates him, I thought that he was actually banned, but apparently he isn't. Vitaly Clips basically has nothing right now because they're not clipping him anymore. Why should they? Because Vitaly himself is a problem. Vitaly Clips is not related to Vitaly, but he was last live 3 weeks ago. His videos, Vitaly X-Mom XGF, real fans, high stakes gambling. Those things more or less tolerated. They won't have a problem if you actually go into the Philippine online gambling operations, which by itself is already a disgusting chapter in Philippine history. But right now, they won't be judged so much. But the problem is, you're there not as a resident. You are around here not as a resident. That's something you got to be very careful of. If you're chilling around in the public, you won't be looked at You won't be looked at by the eyes of the law. Just know that when you started to be a problem, that's when it got real. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, what is going on? Bro, face forward to Negrito's tribe. Before we continue further, I think it's going to be more cringe. Okay? We've already seen some cringe stuff. Alright? Vitaly arrest. The arrest by CIDG. This is 2 weeks ago from the Manila Bulletin. The CIDG arrests Russian YouTuber for harassing Pinoys for content. You keep looking for clout just because of entertainment purposes and just because it actually helps boost your own platform. This is what you get. You get arrested because of clout. Because of the culmination of clout, because of your acts of cringe against the public. That's harassment by itself. Basically, this is after his latest slots stream. I think this is after his latest slots stream. You see the uniforms on these boys? CIDG. You can usually get arrested by the usual cops who serve warrants. But if a fucking CIDG comes into your doorstep, it is never going to look good for you if they detain you, book you for your arrest, and then get you to the Bureau of Immigrations themselves. It's bad. That's how bad. That's how bad the gravity of his situation is. And he doesn't even fucking care. Not fucking once. They're gonna talk to him as he was going to board a vehicle. Basically, they detain him first and then place him in handcuffs, and then he's brought in. Look at this.
Arestado ang foreigner na vlogger na kilala sa umano'y pambabastos sa ilang mga Pilipino.
Basically, rudeness and being a nuisance. That's what he was arrested for. That's what she's saying. This is, if I'm right, the anchor's name is Cheryl Cossum, if I'm right. Okay. Basically, yeah. The streams basically he just highlights the parts of the stream that were questionable. Heck, I didn't see this yet, the industrial fan thing. I have not seen that yet. Basically, Taguig City Police Station actually booked him because it's in their it was in their jurisdiction first, okay? So basically his common sense is not there. His respect for authority, his respect for people of higher power, regardless of what alignment he is, it's not there. That is why the authorities found it a problem to tolerate him any further. That's why they booked him. Basically,
No, yeah.
this is the second time he's done the hats thing, though. Come on, dude. I'm not going to hear any more of this audio. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing for any foreigner that gets into the Philippines. For fuck's sake, bro. All he has to do is exercise restraint. He can't do that because all he cares about is clout chasing for the ego that is to maintain his cultural villain image. And that's exactly the treatment he was given. He was given the image of the cultural villain because he was arrested, he was booked, and now booked for far longer than he wants to be comfortable with. Because right now, the Bureau of Immigration's booked him into Camp Bagong Diwa. Okay? If you're booked in any place in the prison system, that shit stays with you. It will not be easy for you to forget. Basically, he's just doing usual shit around. You just see the annoyance is on this guy, dude. And he just walks around with Sly Kane's family like it's nothing, causing fucking trouble. This is the actual stream that got him arrested and booked and never let out of again. They never let him go after that. They never let him go. If there's one thing that South Korea has to learn, if there is absolutely one thing that South Korea has to learn from all this, it's that Filipinos are watching every move that is being made against Asians in general by foreigners who are unruly, by foreigners who are rude, by foreigners who think that they have the advantage every fucking time just because they colonize us, they influence us much. Thing is, we make our own culture, we make our own rules when we live even with their influences, because we have our own system of government, we have our own history, and we dictate what history is. And our power system does not permit, in the eyes of the law, to do these things. Seriously, you are not immune from prosecution just because you are a foreigner. Sure, you're not wanted by Interpol, no, but you are absolutely in trouble because of local laws. And that is a definite hard thing to get out of. You can never get out of it if through local laws. You're fucked. Oh, not unless the president gets you out. But no, Trump is not interested in you. Vladimir Putin is not interested in you. Why should anyone be interested in your ass? Because your ass is never going to be interesting at all just because you are shit. And your camera, Sly Kane, right here, he's just as problematic because he does not even stop him once. To put yourself in the company of someone who does bad in society, there should be example enough that Sly Kane should stop and explain himself too for not stopping these things. But no, he's on the run. He keeps being on the move. Why? Why does he do this? Why does he allow someone who thinks they're better than us step on us just to make us believe that they're better than us? No, our rule of law does not allow that.
I can't turn off the stream just like that. I know the rules, though. I know the rules, but
Why can't you turn off the stream, Sly Kane? Why can't you turn off the stream and be a good boy? Do better. Why can't you?
It's, you know, like difficult on my end because
Why?
I'm doing this for work.
You're doing this for money. Fuck you.
You know how crazy Vitaly gets. That's how it is. Like, you watch Vitaly, that's what you get. Like the crazy shit. Like so. When it comes to training,
that's not a fucking excuse, Kane. That is not a fucking excuse for attention, for money. That's absolutely weak for reasons. No wonder you're a fucking problem too. You may not be as bad as he is, but you tolerate his bad behavior.
Camera off. It's just been very, very difficult for me, man, because my chat knows. Like the people in my chat really know. It's fucking hard, bro.
Then why don't you do what you have to do to make sure to get off the camera, to get off social media altogether, and just document yourself making better of yourself? Why can't you do that? Because you can't let go of the fame, the notoriety, for the sake of your own fucking career. Do you even focus on your own music now? I'm not sure you focus on your own music, but you are still on vacation, so I can't fault you for that. But what the literal fuck? You are not the one who's directly doing what Vitaly does, but you should have stopped him. You should have stopped him then and there. He's an absolutely bad influence, and you don't fucking listen.
No, I don't fucking question my life choices. Y'all motherfuckers don't put food on my plate.
And that's your fucking problem. Don't make it a problem for everyone else.
YouTube, ano na siya.
Here's the problem, okay? Content creation has to get you so far up to a point in which you stance yourself to a certain context. But if the context gets you in trouble, you try to make sure you try your best to keep the context flowing, but doing some other activity. He got fucking stuck because he can't do that shit in YouTube anymore because it gives him negative reputation. And then when he went to kick streaming, he gets more notoriety because his behavior is unacceptable, even when it comes to women too. Why did you think he would get arrested in Florida for nothing? Fuck's sake, dude. And anyone following the example of nuisance streamers in general, no wonder Sly Kane is going in a bad direction right now. Because from the beginning, before he even personally met Vitaly, he met Paul Danino. He first met Paul Danino, Class A douche. Paul is the Class A douche that he should not have spoken to. Otherwise, he would never have been getting closer to Vitaly ever since he arrived in the Philippines. This is a mistake. He's making a humongous mistake, and he keeps proliferating the message that Vitaly is not in the wrong, and that you do this for work, for money. That's absolutely disgusting. Please.
Live stream na siya, so hindi na siya, kaya hindi ko pwede patayin. Pero sabi ko, kung syempre.
All for fucking profit. Go fuck yourself, Sly. This is the problem with following streamers like this guy. With following streamers like Vitaly. They got the money, sure. They got tips to give, sure. But at what cost? Your own humanity. For fuck's sake, your own humanity. Stop, bro. You only become loyal because of cash. You're a fucking nut job. I'm not gonna hear any more from him. I've fucking heard enough from Sly.
Let's go, bro. Can you take care of my mom instead of me?
That's actually worse. Involving his mother, too. That's absolutely worse. And his mother even doesn't stop just because she's being paid to. I think she's being paid. What kind of parents does Vitaly have? Wait, that's not mom. That's basically his wife, I think. I'm not sure. Okay? It's just... This is making me nervous and confused, dude. Basically, they're being asked to leave because they can't have photographers and videographers actively recording inside the premises. There's nothing wrong with that. All you got to do is just make sure to give viewers context in places where you are allowed to actually do so. But you can't do that if you're streaming. So first off, Vitaly doesn't give a fuck. but he does follow the rules and gets out of the building. At least.
We're back, baby. Let's get it, chat. So I took care of my mom. What?
Just wait. Are we waiting for the van? No. No. Okay.
All right, chat. So we're headed to. Where's the family, bro?
There, come. Let's go. Oh, they're in the bathroom.
Okay, well, they'll find us. Come on. Okay, chat. So we headed back to get the mattress. I said my mom is going home tonight.
Oh my God, that's even worse. My God, that's even worse. Family goes home right after the day ends, and sometime later he gets fucking arrested. Oh my God. What does his family think about this, bro? That's even fucking worse, bro. You do not want to be in a situation where you are actively being, oh man. Basically the rest of the stream is him actually getting the mattresses for Sly Kane's family, because first off, Sly Kane is being paid, and Vitaly is just doing what he does to not only give what is due, but also tip. And that is the problem of Unlock Philippines. The Unlock Philippines is another guy who's exploring the Philippines, but for good measure, for making sure to give the good image of good image of Filipino what they deserve, of course. Now, I'm not going to pause this. Unlock Philippines. Now, Unlock Philippines should be around here. Yeah, here we go. The hidden side of Makati. He works every day without rest. They changed that. Real people, real hustle, real heart. He gets views for that too. He doesn't look for fame. He's making sure to absolutely make good on the locals. That's why he should be followed, not this piece of shit. Seriously, 345,000 followers, and Aiden Ross keeps Vitaly just because Aiden Ross thinks that this guy is a fucker and brings money to Kick. Well, where's your money now, Kick? Where's your money now? You ask yourselves, where is your money-making piece of shit right now? He is detained. And once he is sentenced, and he will, you should pray that they do not come after you for maintaining a platform at all. Because there is good chance that people are going to come off after his social media, considering that Vitaly is sentenced, imprisoned, and he's already a criminal registered already in the system, serving time, and then he still has a platform? Not gonna work like that, but not going to work like that. So basically, he's just giving Sly Kane what he needs first. Basically, it's payment for everything. Then he gets split. He splits up. He goes on his own. Basically, that's how Vitaly is. He just goes on his own. He just does other shit, and then yeah. I don't know if he's harassing other security guards here, but as far as I know, when it comes to actually this part, oh, I think this is the part with the industrial fan. Oh shit! Wait.
I'm turning the light off too. I'm going to my room. Fuck. About it, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Can I sit down here? Get some. I don't like the lighting in here.
Sorry, I'll call the police.
Why? I have it here. I got you. It's right here. I returned it to you back. It's right here.
No, I'll call the police.
Sure. Call the police. Bye.
You are asked to return something. Give it to them when they instruct you to do so. The customer is not always right. When a business finds you a problem and they call the cops on you, then don't expect them to actually welcome your ass ever again if they don't allow you at all. And then they do call the cops at you. You're the one who's offended? I'm sorry. And then you're running right now. You're actually fucking running right now. This is fucking classic of him.
I gotta turn the light off. I gotta be respectful to my hotel chat. So, please, I'm fucking scared of you.
You're fucking scared because you're being told to actually stop, knock it the fuck off. And you don't knock it the fuck off. What do you fucking expect? Bro, do your better research, though. Do your better judgment, though. Heck, don't even do your research. Stop streaming altogether. when you get out of prison, and you might get out of prison for after a few years, let me just tell you, you should never stream. Fuck no, you should never stream ever again. You make it a problem for everyone, and you're not acceptable even as remotely as a vlogger. You only do this for the money, and you only do this because Aiden Ross tolerates you. You piece of shit.
How we doing, mods? I just got my phone back on. Gifting.
Basically, he's gambling. Basically, that's just how it is. Kick, gambling, stake. He does things. He just gets the money, and then he does shit. Muted. See you in a month, and read the rules while you're gone. Okay, even they fucking know that he's an ass, and he mutes anyone who are just actually looking at this the way they should look at it. So basically, that's his entire stream. Basically, that's the stream itself. I'm not even going to consider this as wholesome. He is an ass, and he should not even be like this, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, this is really unnerving. Hate him for even going like this, dude. There's a video called Pwede ko bang murahin? Marcos calls Vitaly sira ulo, or crazy. This is the next video that we're going to be watching. Basically, this is from ABS-CBN. If you want to actually look for the title yourself, you can. But if you want to actually check out the title on YouTube, but I'm not going to even watch it on YouTube because sometimes there are some places where you can. I'm going to just. This was 6 days ago. You can actually search it up, but I'm not going to give the views because I have some problems with ABS-CBN. Some problems. All right? Be very careful of any acts of violence committed by other people. That's actually good advice, especially when things like this happen out in the street. You don't know. And then there's also road raging. There's also the fact that road raging also involves weapons too. Basically, all you got to do is be at a safe place. Basically, you don't actually get in the lane of someone else, and you will be fine. But of course, not all drivers are going to be pleased with you, no matter who has the right of way. And these things happen. The road rage thing is happening because where they're going. That's one thing. And then second, the entitlement. ATV versus e-bike. Oh my God.
Tasyon at karahasan. Tayong lahat ay kailangan sumunod sa batas trapiko. Kailangang responsable.
Basically, follow traffic laws. That's common sense. Basically, don't be an ignorant ass. Ask the right questions. Research a little, especially if you're a driver. A lot of that will go a long way. A good while of that will make sure that you go a long way as a motorist. Exactly. Which is why in the Philippines, driver's licenses processes are given stricter protocols when it comes to distribution. Tighter trainings. Basically, schools have to make sure to give you certification before you proceed to the nearest licensing center for you to actually get your driver's license. That's how good it is right now, because a decade prior, accidents, road rage, basically we've had enough, so we did that.
At hindi ito karapatan. At bukod sa dunong sa pagmamaneho, ang lahat ay kailangan ayusin ang pag-uugali sa pagmamaneho.
Exactly. Have a good attitude, be a defensive driver, and you will be fine.
At habaan ang pasensya. Yung ibang tao din sa paligid.
Patience too. So yeah. Call out anyone who insists that they are right and that they result to violence, and call out anyone who's going to be a problem on the road. And they'll be arrested, they'll be charged. Oh my God. I really hated that road rage that happens like this, bro. Makes you think that you are the aggressor, and then they step out of the vehicle to confront you for it. That's exactly a red flag, and you can call them out for it. They gaslit you into thinking that you're the one who's in the wrong when clearly they're the one in the wrong lane. That's the time when you either defend yourself or you start filming and then defending yourself. Basically, do not escalate it. If you want to be a good defensive driver at all, and it turns into something in relation to road rage, the very thing that you should not do is escalating it yourself. Because if one side escalates, of course, if it's caught on cam that the one in the wrong is the one escalating, if the one in the wrong is the one actually escalating, you can defend yourself. Go. Swing as hard as you can.
20 seconds.
And then we come with Vitaly.
Give me your scooter now. Give me a ride. Yes, you're gonna take a ride.
Oh boy, this part. I did not look at these parts of the thing. Oh yeah, theft, disruption of business, public harassment. Absolutely, those charges will stick. I don't believe they're gonna go away. He recognizes RKI. That's the good thing he's doing. The context is being put right on our faces. Thank God, someone like him, he is calling out every nuisance streamer, not just Vitaly, but anyone who follows as an inspiration. Yes, Lycane, I'm sure you agree, but did you show up to actually answer questions that the authorities are supposed to ask? No, you're on the fucking run. So where were you when it comes to facing accountability? Nowhere. Because it doesn't go to your head that you are solely responsible for these things because you think just by earning money, it lets you become immune. It's a business transaction. You think everything is a business transaction for you. Well, if you break rules, it should be a problem for you. And of course, anyone who calls you out, you mute, you ban, you don't even associate with them. That's why I'm fucking following you, and I'm keeping my eyes on you. Exactly. We will not be made fun of. We will not allow anyone to actually be rude to us. We will make sure that if they break our rules, they would absolutely regret it. Exactly. If you got the chance to make sure that you make better of everything, don't proliferate what's bad already.
Para sa ating mga sarili at lalo na sa ating mga pamilya. Ang bagong Pilipino para sa kanyang bayan. Ang bagong Pilipino ay pumapanig sa kapayapaan at
this is exactly what we need to make sure of. To put people in their place, especially if they're the ones in the wrong, and I absolutely fucking agree. Well, not only did we watch one thing, but we had watched how our dear president has actually been viewing this. No way are there going to be nuisance streamers like this. No way are we going to have another nuisance streamer like Vitaly ever again. That's why I'm going to make sure I keep my eye on you, Slycane. I'm going to make sure to follow every stream that you have to make sure that when you're in the Philippines, you act accordingly. You fucking act accordingly. You think that by just going on vacation that you're fucking immune? Fuck you. Idled piece of shit thinking that money is everything. No. Rule of law and faith in the law are supposed to be other things too. But no, you got yourself stuck with the wrong people. And my God, I really, really, really just enjoy the fact that you are denying the truth just because you can and just because you think it is something that you can do. Nope. This is something that even you cannot deny. And my friend, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life if you keep letting this go and you don't turn yourself in. Or even if they don't arrest you, they will still have to ask questions. And I mean it. You need to make sure to give them what they want. Authorities are not going to tolerate you for any longer without seeing your face. We follow up good, especially if you are active. And my goodness, I'm not going to stop. My man, I am not going to stop. You're going to get what's yours. You are absolutely going to get what's yours. Remember that.